Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning and welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 2 minutes after 7 o'clock and today is the 21st of August. Buenos días y bienvenidos a esta edición de Sugar City Morning Show. Para hoy, hoy es miércoles 21 de agosto y son las 7:02. Muchas gracias por el privilegio de permitirnos entrar hasta sus hogares. Estamos sumamente agradecidos por ese privilegio que nos dan. Compañeros, estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la calle San Lorenzo. Por cable, estamos en Canal 62. Estamos unidos a la red de proveedores de cable que permite que nuestra señal se vea por todo el país. Tomo tiempo aparte para saludar a toda la audiencia aquí en Orange Walk, en Corozal, Belice, en Cayo, San Ignacio, Santa Elena, Benque y San José Socots, y por supuesto también Dangriga y Punta Gorda. Buenos días, good morning again. If you just joined us, it's exactly 3 minutes after 7 o'clock. También estamos transmitiendo por aire. Por aire quiere decir que se transmite la señal por aire. Y disculpen que tengo la nariz tapada, es que estoy tantito enfermo con gripe, pero aquí estoy, a la orden. Muchas gracias. Y es un servicio especial para la gente que vive en el norte del país. Y si es que no estás conectado al cable, optas no conectar al cable o donde vives no hay cable, como sea el caso, tienes una opción de simplemente conseguir una antena y dirigirla hacia la torre y vas a poder captar la imagen de Canal 10. Mucha gente lo hace por los miles aquí en el norte del país. Un servicio gratuito de parte de la gente, los dueños y la gerencia de esta estación de televisión para ustedes. ¿Cómo se encuentran? Ojalá y bien. Y de último, estamos transmitiendo por internet. Es más, todo está en internet hoy en día. Simplemente entras en Facebook y puedes seguirnos ahí en la página Sugar City Morning Show. ¿Qué tal? Buenos días. Como siempre, comenzamos nuestro programa con una oración. Te pido que te unas conmigo a decir: Padre, gracias por todas tus bendiciones. Gracias por la vida, la salud, las fuerzas. Porque hoy sucedió el milagro de que abrimos los ojos. Hoy sucedió el milagro de poder venir a chambear, de poder respirar, de poder caminar, de poder comer, de poder vivir. Así que, Padre, te damos las gracias por todo esto. Te damos las gracias por el bienestar que nos das. Te damos las gracias por poquito de lluvia que cayó. Queremos más. Te damos las gracias, Padre, por todas las experiencias, buenas y malas, porque tú haces todo por nuestro camino. Es más, con tu eterna sabiduría, Padre, tú sabes justamente lo que necesitamos. Te pido que nos continúes amando como siempre. Te pido que nos continúes protegiendo como siempre. Y te pido, Padre, que nos sigas bendiciendo como siempre. Y como siempre te pedimos por aliento para seguir adelante. También te pido por los enfermos en los hospitales, en sus casas, en las calles. También por los viejitos abandonados, los niños desamparados, aquellas personas que están pasando tiempos difíciles luego del fallecimiento de una persona muy querida en su círculo, también en su familia o amistades. Y tienen todavía las 1000 preguntas, Señor, ¿por qué? Bueno, y todo eso. Confórtalos, Padre, confórtalos. Y también te pido por todos nosotros que tengamos un día exitoso. Padre, te bendecimos, te glorificamos y te adoramos siempre. Amén. Las 7:07. Perdón, las 7:07. Ojalá y esto sea nada más una gripe que me dure unas cuantas horas, pero porque tengo tantos planes para este fin de semana. En mi cumpleaños el viernes y, y, y de malas me estoy enfermando. Bueno, así son las cosas. Así son las cosas. Pero Dios hace todo por su camino. Compañeros, vamos recto ahora a lo que es a general weather forecast. First in English and then in Spanish. This is the general weather forecast for today, Wednesday, the 21st of August, 2019. This report generated at 6 o'clock in the morning says that a moderately easterly airflow prevails. The 24-hour forecast says we are going to be having cloudy spells today with a few showers or isolated thunderstorms this morning, becoming isolated this afternoon, then mainly over the south tonight. My question is, where is all the rain that we were supposed to have yesterday? We were supposed to have thunderstorms yesterday. We didn't get any. As far as I know, we're going to get 22 or 3 minute bout of rain, and that was it. But then again, we're not complaining, because I know that when it comes, it comes. The winds blowing from the east 10 to 20 knots. The sea stayed choppy to moderate. Temperatures along the coast 87 as a high, 81 as a low. Inland 92 degrees as a high and 74 as a low. And in the hills 81 degrees as a high and 68 degrees as a low. The outlook for Thursday and Thursday night is for mainly fair conditions, with only isolated showers developing. A low tide occurs this morning at 7:42. A high tide occurs at 1:39 this afternoon. A second low tide at 7:28 this evening, and a second high tide at 1:54 tomorrow morning. The sun rose this morning at 5:36, and the sun is setting this evening at 6:14. The moon is rising at 10:22. The moon is setting at 10:26 this morning, and then the moon is rising again tonight at 10:22. Thank you, forecaster Michelle Smith, for that information. Aquí les va el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, miércoles, sí es miércoles, sí, y hoy es el 21 de agosto. Y el reporte indica que la situación general, un flujo de aire proveniente del este está controlando el clima sobre Belice. Ya sabes de que estamos bajo hay un sistema de alta presión bastante fuerte que siempre está sobre el Atlántico. Fluctúa arriba, abajo, más al este, al oeste, pero es grande. Se llama el Bermuda High. Y es lo que rige. Pues es que ves que estamos bajo la influencia de los vientos del este siempre aún. Porque, pues, el sistema de alta presión, los vientos circulan alrededor de un reloj. ¿Ok? Así que estamos viendo el efecto de los vientos viniendo del este. Entonces, para las siguientes 24 horas, periodos de nubosidad con algunos chubascos o tronadas aisladas ocurriendo esta mañana. También tornándose aisladas hoy por la tarde y luego más que nada sobre el sur hoy por la noche. Así que existe la posibilidad de tener chubascos y tronadas en el resto del país hoy durante el curso del día y luego solo en el sur hoy por la noche. Los vientos del este 10 a 20 nudos, el estado del mar agitado moderado, temperaturas por la costa 87 como una máxima, 81 como una mínima. En el interior del país, 92 como una máxima, 74 como una mínima. Y por las colinas, 81 como una máxima y 68 como una mínima. No hay advertencias en lugar a este momento, pero sí se espera para jueves y jueves por la noche buenas condiciones con chubascos aislados desarrollándose. Una marea alta. A propósito, ir rápidamente al National Hurricane Center. Tenemos y sí hay una tormenta tropical que ya se volvió, no es una tormenta que clasifica tropical, es post-tropical. Chantal ya está a nivel de Boston, Massachusetts, no por ahí, pero está a ese nivel. Lejos, está en medio del mar Atlántico y está puesto para afectar entonces Europa y posiblemente otros lugares. Hay un área de nubes por las Bahamas y está puesto ahorita que no está puesto para no presenta ninguna amenaza a nosotros, pero sí está puesto para posiblemente entrar a, vamos a ver qué es el 5 de ir por las Carolinas a esa altura. Así que nada para nosotros, en absolutamente, ni voy a perder tiempo explicando más ahí. Una marea baja a las 7:42, una alta a la 1:39 por la tarde, otra baja a las 7:28 por la noche y otra alta a la 1:54 mañana por la mañana. El sol salió a las 5:36, se oculta a las 6:14 y la luna primero se oculta a las 10:26 y sale por la noche a las 10:22. Muchas gracias, Michelle Smith. Son las 7:15. Vamos a una pausa, pero antes mencionar nuestros patrocinadores: Digi, A&R Stores, también Belize Tourist Board, Government of Belize Information Service, German Vega Sons, Vega Imports, Vega Distributors, Jerry's Meat Shop. Vamos a una pausa. Son las 7:16. 15 minutos. Vamos a esta pausa.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Every friendly competition has a winner and a loser, a runner-up, a second best, someone that just doesn't have what it takes. Our friends know this feeling all too well. Since Digi introduced their new prepaid data plans, Digi fans have been happier than ever. While the other guys, their plans just can't even compare. Digi's new plans have the best value for your dollar. That's more data for less money, with even more options. So keep being a winner and keep living your best life with Digi.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
Someone come, yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa.
Who no?
Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter here?
Who sent me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this here community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
No, man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
So all of that? Well, now that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's that, 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
It's back to school time once again, and the only store to visit for all your back to school needs is A&R Store on Baker Street here in Orange Walk Town. Visit them for the absolute largest assortment of school bags in the country with brands like JanSport, Skechers, Everest, Capsule, and character bags like Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Jojo, Siwa, Unicorn, and so much more. Remember, A&R Store is your one-stop source for all your school supplies like exercise books, folders, sheets, dry eraser boards, foam boards, crayon and coloring books, plus so much more. Plus, they have a wide assortment of housewares including bed sheets, cookware, and garbage containers in all sizes and at the best prices in town. Visit A&R on Baker Street today, now with extended hours to better serve you from 8 a.m. through to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday. A&R Stores, where prices do make all the difference.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
On Wednesday, May 8th, Belizeans soundly decided to take the unfounded Guatemalan claim to the International Court of Justice, the ICJ. According to the special agreement, this is what happens next. 1. By June 8, 2019, the government of Belize will submit the 2008 special agreement to the ICJ. Guatemala has already done so since their referendum was held in 2018. This will give the ICJ official authority to hear the dispute and to deliver a final binding result. The ICJ will then prepare a notice of when the trial will commence. 2. Next, Guatemala will have up to 1 year, that's 12 months, to submit their case to the ICJ. 3. Belize will then have up to 1 year, that's 12 months, to respond to Guatemala's submission. 4. From there, Guatemala will be given up to 6 months to reply to our arguments, and 5. Belize will then have up to 6 months thereafter to reply to Guatemala's response. 6. After the period of written arguments ends, the ICJ may allow additional pleadings, including oral arguments, and would set deadlines for those. 7. Once the timeline for arguments has ended, the ICJ will deliberate and make a ruling in accordance with the instructions and authorities granted to them by Belize and Guatemala, as per the 2008 Special Agreement. 8. After the ICJ's ruling is delivered, Belize and Guatemala will have 3 months to establish a joint commission to physically demarcate the boundaries between the two countries in accordance with the ICJ's ruling. The entire process will take no less than 4 years and can be as many as 6 years. This ICJ process will bring a final end to this long-standing Belize-Guatemala dispute. Belize and Guatemala will be able to put old divisions and antagonisms behind us and ensure that peace, development, and cooperation prevail.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the Government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass Project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional road works will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Son las 7:28. Estaba yo bastante envuelto en lo que estaba leyendo. Please join me in saying good morning and welcome to our very good friend, Mr. Robert Chicky Usher.
Good morning, Mr. Martinez.
Okay, good morning. ¿Cómo estás?
Boy, we're here today and we hope that everything is good. You know, I feel like I'll swim today, boy.
Well, I feel like throw down in my bed right now because I don't feel good at all.
Yeah.
I have the flus. I'm told I have the flus. I have a cough and I have running nose and the work. So
yeah.
I don't think I have dengue, Raheem.
I feel like go to the river go swim right now, boy.
You could go?
Huh?
You could go?
I could go, but I turn back, no joke.
You're a ton mermaid.
But I remember one time, long time, I used to live the Hungry Tree. We used to live right by the water side. They call it what side.
Mm-hmm.
We used to live right at what side. When I used to tell her if you don't go swim, you a ton mermaid. So you don't go swim. And if you don't go down here when the bush there, then you can leash out. Man, when you tata do hende. And when you sit at when tata do hende, see you, your tongue get heavy, you can't holler for me. And your foot get heavy, you can't run. So you stay in the house. You used to hear about tata do hende, what?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And you hear about the mermaid thing, no, Joe?
Oh, yes, that too. But going back to what I was telling you, Chicky, have you seen the pictures of the fish kill?
Oh, the one at Smoky Mermaid?
What's that?
Yeah, that's the one at Smoky Mermaid, right?
That's Smoky Mermaid?
Yeah.
It says a resident from Tower Hill area sent us these photos taken earlier today upriver from the Tower Hill Bridge. A massive fish kill. The foul smell is affecting quality of life and businesses along the river. This is heart-wrenching to watch, but shows that while the river may have cleared up downstream from the bridge, the problem still persists. Our new river is suffering.
It's spoiled right now. You remember when I tell them I pass by the toll bridge and I say how he stand?
Mm-hmm.
How he look green and look still, you know, they move at all. I saw the video yesterday, but somebody told me it was by the Smoky Mermaid area, but I can't do this documentary or read that the toll bridge. But right there, so it's spoiled up already to buy.
Well, we know every day we are blasted with the problem, but we have yet to find out what is causing this problem. I know a lot of people do not want to hear about climatic change and don't want to hear about algal blooms. They would like to point their fingers at somebody, and sometimes that is not the case. I do believe, honestly, that in this case, it's a combination of reasons why we have this situation as it is. And I'm not going to, and I think that at the moment, let me just put it this way. At the moment, on Friday, there is going to be a meeting.
Yeah.
About the health of the new river. I'm inviting people to go in. Where is it going to be held? At the Gala Lounge.
The Gala
It's
Lounge
going
is
to
right
be
in front of the Social Security.
Social Security meeting with the Department of the Environment, and the topic of discussion is the situation, the health of the river. If there's any one agency, if there's any one entity that should be able or should have been reporting and giving us information, it is the Department of the Environment. Yeah. But I will be honest with you, they have been doing a shitty job. Sorry for the word. They have been doing a despicable job. They have been doing, I don't know, but they have to be brought in by agencies to come look at the situation of the river. Don't tell me that they didn't know that the river was polluted weeks ago. Don't tell me that they don't have the equipment to check to see what is wrong. Then I think I read in some release or the other that they're checking to see what kind of algae is growing. This damn thing has been going on for years. How is it that you don't get into the depth of into these things and inform the public accordingly? I mean, like I said, this has been happening from 30, 40 years ago. 30, 40. I don't recall as a child seeing the river green like that and having fish killed before 1970. Yeah. I'm very sorry, but I don't recall it. And my parents, well, they're dead and gone, but if I were to ask them, or old people who live around the area, they tell you plain and straight, esto nunca sucedía.
So these are the worst you ever got then?
My point is that it's happening there was a finite time when it began, and it continues up to now, but this is the worst.
Wow.
This is the worst. But this is the worst, I think, for X amount of reasons. It could be a combination of reasons why this year is the worst. It could be that we have to take the climatic change factor into, because generally those the river goes through its pollution in the early months. I'm talking here April, May. But this is July, August. Do you understand?
You think if we had heavy rains, that would have
It's obvious that it would have washed away some of it, because that's what nature does, clean it out. But like I said, the rains help to clear out that white stuff floating on top. And also, it's a natural way of ebb and flow.
Flush out.
Flush out the river. But the point I'm trying to make is that there was a time when the river did not pollute. So, what is causing the pollution in the river? What is causing it? Is it the temperature from the water from BSI? Is it the increased temperature? We can't say that the ambient temperature is higher now than it was in April, May. Yes, with 94 degrees, but we've had 100 degrees in April and in May.
Yeah, but if that we don't hear nothing that the San Antonio River bad, we don't hear that the Douglas River bad. Because if it may affect any river because of temperatures, I think more than one would have been
Thank you
affected.
very much. Okay. So it would seem to me that that you can dispense with that, right? So certain conditions have to be present for this to happen. One, you need to have that food particles in the river. And apparently that is coming from somewhere. The food particles are fed on by the algae, which then, in the presence of hot water, they just multiply like crazy, and they're the ones who give the color green. Now, we want the Department of the Environment to explain to us what is causing the fish kill. What is causing the fish to die? Is it very simple because even now that the river was becoming clear, can it be still a situation where it has very little oxygen because the algae has pretty much consumed all the oxygen in the water, and now fish can't breathe and then die, and then that brings on a stench all of its own? But we need people to, that's why they are there. And that's why we Belizeans are depending on the Department of the Environment to tell us. Yeah. They should have already informed us years ago. But no, they keep their little meetings very, very secretive.
Closed doors.
Closed doors. I mean, we're not hiding nothing. Now it's gotten to the point where you have to explain to more people.
Yeah.
Because people will not be convinced of what you say. Straight up.
You have to come here with some strong answers.
You have to come. You have to cough up some correct answers, because at that meeting on Friday, believe me, there will be a lot of activists.
A lot of people attend too.
And a lot of people who are up to hair with this problem. I mean, we live here.
And the people who are going to this meeting are not just the ones that make up crowd, you know. The people who are going to a meeting are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just going if you go make up crowd and say, well, I going because, you know, they got something. People are going and people that is concerned.
But first of all, I'm suggesting that we listen.
Yes, listen
we
to the
listen. So please, Department of the Environment, please don't take us for fools. That's one thing I'm going to tell you. Don't take us for fools and give me this story. Okay? Straight up tell me where they go on, and I will understand.
Then we can join force together after you bring out the truth and try to see what we can do to get it done. But it's you, if it's your job to get it done and you can't get it done, well, at least tell us what is wrong and why this is happening, so we could know.
I mean, it's a shame that the Department of Environment until now is holding a meeting. This should have happened years ago. This should have happened. This should have. But I don't know. Maybe this is.
Maybe they must think the rain may have come and think may have flush out and never may have had to meet. They never may have had to meet the people on a forum. But it happens now that the rain never come. So
I have my own version of what happened over the years. I have my own version. I'll be honest with you. I do believe that, and I won't say that at the moment. So, but I don't want to get into trouble. But I have my own version about that. But and like I do, a lot of people have their own versions, and it's very difficult for you to tell me otherwise, because I have encumbered that opinion or that feeling or that notion after years and years. I have even written a documentary on it. I've traveled that new river all the way the length and breadth of that new river. And I've been to the problem areas. And I think that we pretty much have a good idea of what is causing the problem.
Yeah.
But when we hear, oh, the river is this and oh, the river is that, in an obvious attempt to try to remove the guilt from somebody else, we don't like that, or we have a problem with that. You know what I mean?
And that story that you read and those pictures that came out, that was done yesterday, right?
That was done, it says 10 hours ago, yes.
See
a massive fish kill there. I mean, hundreds and thousands of fish dying right there on the side of the river, and What is causing it? I'm sorry, what is causing it?
Well,
low oxygen?
Let's hope that the Department of Environment has the answer to that question. What is causing it?
What is causing it? Low oxygen? Can it be? Well, from using that white stuff on the river, that white film.
It need to look like lava.
That film on top of the river. You know that's the beginning of something bad. And Cheng used to always tell me, and Dudu used to always tell me, and Paz used to always tell me, Mano, cuando ves esa cosa blanco, empieza lo que empieza. Okay? It's a film on you see on the river. I don't know what it is. A couple of weeks ago, it was terrible. It used to come in by batches, by blotches rather, not batches, by blotches. But where again was the Department of the Environment? Where were they not taking some samples of these things and finding out and because they do their tests, but we don't hear any results? Can it be that they don't have the ability to test these things and tell us who are the culprits? Or can it be that it's above them? It's just above them. They just don't know. And we're expecting too much from them. But it's just above them. I don't know. Maybe we need to ask a team of people from abroad to come in and do this if they're not versed in this kind of thing. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. And I have a right to be. I have a right to be mad about the whole thing. Just like everybody else, we have a right to be mad. Because of the lackadaisical attitude. What happened to the authorities? What happened to the minister? What happened to the department of the minister in charge of the environment? How is it that this stuff is not on being discussed in big halls and city halls and so forth? What's going on? Why is it? The river is easily dying. Our river is easily dying. The fish is dying. We don't know if the reason why the people of Orange Walk are sick as well is because of that. We don't know. But Orange Walk has a high incidence of cancer. Orange Walk has high incidence of kidney problems. Orange Walk has high incidence of certain diseases that are unique only to Orange Walk. But we don't get any answers because they like to keep us ignorant and fooled.
Well, let's hope with the straight up questions that will be asked, you will get straight up answer and no beating around the bush.
Well, that's hopefully what we want to find out.
Because sometimes when the people answer a question, they go way around the park and come back with the answer, and they go back and come back and they never answer. So let's hope they will be prepared. And we want people that come to this forum, you got to prepared. Because it's one thing that everybody wants is to get the river clean. Get the river clean and find out what it caused it, so it not happen again. But Mr. Martinez, we need to go on our break now. It's 14 away from 8.
Yes, take a break and we'll be right back.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico. The first two phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopon Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
It's back to school time once again, and the only store to visit for all your back to school needs is A&R Store on Baker Street here in Orange Walk Town. Visit them for the absolute largest assortment of school bags in the country with brands like JanSport, Skechers, Everest, Capsule, and character bags like Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Jojo, Siwa, Unicorn, and so much more. Remember, A&R Store is your one-stop source for all your school supplies like exercise books, folders, sheets, dry eraser boards, foam boards, crayon and coloring books, plus so much more. Plus, they have a wide assortment of housewares, including bed sheets, cookware, and garbage containers in all sizes, and at the best prices in town. Visit A&R on Baker Street today, now with extended hours to better serve you, from 8 a.m. through to 6 p.m., Monday to Saturday. A&R Stores, where prices do make all the difference.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 7:53, 7 minutes before 8 o'clock. ¿Cómo se encuentran? Ojalá y bien. I'm hoping that you're doing perfect today. Passed by A&Rs.
Why?
And the place was like so.
Yeah, and it's very commendable, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people have realized that people have what is called confidence.
Yeah.
In A&Rs. They know that whenever they go into A&Rs that they will have whatever it is that they need.
Yeah, especially when it comes to back to school. We know most high schools will be having orientation day on Friday. And then the following month, then on Monday, all high schools will be open. We have junior colleges that are operating already. Then on the 2nd of September, the real free paper and bond, when all primary schools will be open, Mr. Martinez.
2nd of September.
2nd of September, all primary schools will be open. And right now, if you go, like I always talk about, when I say at E&R, the prices make the difference, it does. Because like I say, Manuel, with $100, you could almost stack up 2 school bags, you know. Because they have the items that are not too expensive, but they are still quality items. Well, you see, they have so many exercise books that are not too expensive, right? And they have the pens and the pencils. So you could stack up, and we are not talking about textbook because the government of Belize will offer the textbooks when it comes to primary school. You know, so all you need is your stationaries, and they are available at E&R. So they have the low end and they have the high end. But when I say low end, I don't want me to feel like it's inferior products, because they have good products, but they do it to make sure that they can suit your budget, so you can go in there and still get what you want. You know, I say, well, I can't go to E&R because this and that. No. Everybody who go there and buy, because you will get your money's worth, and follow what they say is where our prices make the difference.
That's exactly right. And the good thing is that, like I said, you could ask for the different folders and they have it, the exercise books and they have it, and presentation boards and they have it, and rulers and they have it, and the thing for drafting, draft boards and they have it, and they have everything. You no need to go no place else except A&Rs. And do you realize that upstairs they have, and I hadn't been upstairs for like the second floor for some time, and when I went there, Rahim and I, we found out that they have containers, plastic containers. I mean, the bins, the storage bins, the different sizes, in different sizes, something that no Brodies have. Let me be honest with you. No Brodies have that, our assortment of containers, plastic containers, that A&R has.
So solid ones though?
Yes.
Is that only
the ones for storage,
yeah,
the ones for garbage, the ones for home use, in a kitchen use, just about anything that you can think of when it comes to containers, A&R has it.
Yeah, so make it A&R. As we continue here, Mr. Martinez, somebody sent a text and saying, checks, water is H2O, hydrogen, 2 oxygen. 1 oxygen gets depleted, water gets depleted. Poison kills the fish, not oxygen depletion. All rivers would get polluted if what is happening to our river is normal occurrence.
I beg to differ. The oxygen content in the blood, in the river, in the water, there's loose oxygen in the water, and the fish, when they put in water through their mouths and they take it out through their gills, they absorb the oxygen in there, and that oxygen, however, is not present in the water these days, because the algae that has been growing, the algal bloom, has pretty much consumed everything. Now, this not only happens here, it happens around the world. So it is a fact that that certain bodies of water can all of a sudden be deprived of oxygen content. Not that I understand your point that water is H2O, but we're talking about the loose atoms of oxygen and the loose atoms of other nutrients and so forth that are within the water itself. Okay, not the water itself. Okay, in other words, it's not that the fish is going to put in water and take out hydrogen and just keep the oxygen. No, it's not like that. It's the loose atoms of oxygen that are in the water that they absorb.
Yeah. And our next issue that we need to touch, Mr. Martinez, is the dengue. It's rising and rising and rising. And the waters are coming.
And you know something? You said a mouthful. The waters are coming. We're not going to know a lot of rain yet, but believe me, it is a known fact that from now on to the end of August, we'll be having some sort of rains constantly. All right? And maybe even into September we'll be getting in. Well, it's not a known fact, but that's just the way it is.
And the mosquitoes will make their way in.
And if we have had, let me look at what I'm looking at okay. It says that 950 cases laboratory confirmed. In other words, they take your blood, they don't confirm that dengue or Gatsa. All right? 814 clinical, based by the symptoms that you've been displaying. We don't need for the no test that dengue or Gat. So 950 plus 817, a total of 1,764 dengue cases. And we're still anticipating that it could or may not increase at this point, because we're anticipating the rates to start in the coming weeks. So that the figure could change for the worse. So if 1,700 could easily go up to 2,500 or 3,000 cases. So starting yesterday, the Vector Control Board in the Belize City has decided to put in 16 additional staff members. 16 deployed to the specific districts that they're targeting at the time, which includes Corzal, Orange Walk, Cayo, and Stan Creek. So, somebody asked about the spraying, I think. Why don't we use the spray?
Portable ones?
The portable ones. That is being considered. But then again, it's an expense. But what happens is that they figure that each district has one of these things, one of these machines, the sprayers.
Okay.
And
that's the portable ones?
That's
Or the
that's
ones
not
on
the
the-
portable. The ones that are mounted in the pickup trucks.
Okay.
Well, they have two of them, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But that is for the entire district. So that means that has to be going from San Antonio to Santa Cruz to Yuba Creek to Gaspar Ridge to Tarawan to San Esteban to the only tongue, and the one doing in tongue as well. So, hey, it's the resources are being stretched very, very thin. You understand me? But we could do our part in assisting. And how can we do our part in assisting? Cleaning up our yards, getting rid of the areas that are being used by the mosquitoes as breeding grounds. How do you do this? You get rid of all the old thing we got in our yard. Very simple. Do only maybe this afternoon you pick the come from school. Or if they're not,
They're up on holiday right now?
put them lazy suckers to clean out your yard. Put them. Hey, clean out this yard.
Yeah, chores.
But mommy, hell, clean out this yard. That's the way they used to treat us.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't want to hear nothing. You do it. Okay? They rail up. You don't get no tea. Straight up. You don't get no tea.
Yeah.
And you can't say run and left for a house because mi mamá would tell you, aquí te estoy esperando cuando vengas a cenar. Aquí te estoy, porque hambre te va a dar.
And the belt did it?
Hambre te va a dar. Así que just the way we were growing up. Hey, when my mother used to say, we'll have a clean up this place, because we done did it.
Yep.
Clean up the areas. Or even stoppers could be breeding grounds for mosquitoes.
We can't expect the vector control to do everything with the limited resources that they got. So you can do your part as well.
Yeah, so if together we work, it is for the benefit. Who benefits? We benefit. We, the people, benefit because less mosquitoes. If you could spray in our yard, spray in our yard. At the end of the day, who benefits? You and your family. You clean your yard. You get rid of all the old tin and old bottles and so forth. Who benefits? You and your family. Not the man will live across town. That you benefit. Let's get that call.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Yeah. In Corozal, at this time of the year, the water is red in the bay.
The water is red?
Water flowing from Rio Hondo and from the river. So all the problem we're having in Rio Hondo, New River, is rain. We have no rain. When these places overflow, they pour water and the water is red in front of Corozal. Today, no, nada. So that's all our problem. That's our big problem. That chemical and everything has been pouring there for many, many, many years. But it's water without rain. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
So the person thinks that it's a lack of rain that is causing the problem. It's climatic change.
Yeah.
And you know something? You're damn right. It's so forth. But it's not only one reason. It could be a mixture of reasons. It could be a combination of reasons that has caused this to happen this particular year, because every year we have it, but up to a certain extent. This year it's been bad, really bad. I mean, bad till you can't bad no more. Well, maybe it could, but I wouldn't want to see that.
I want to sing one song this morning. It is your day, but I'm not sure because we have it says feliz cumpleaños de Don, de parte de Mike Coco, mi familia de San José Socots, que Dios le dé muchos años más. ¿Hoy es tu cumpleaños?
No, el viernes es mi cumpleaños.
But
pero
sure
muchas gracias anticipadamente.
No forget you, bye.
Ajá. Muchas gracias. El viernes es mis cumpleaños.
¿Socots?
Sí, y se los agradezco fuertemente. Ojalá y pudiera estar en Socots para gozarlo con ustedes. Ojalá, pero algún día.
Vamos a comer pastel.
Vamos a comer pastel.
Yeah, vamos a comer pastel. Yeah, Mr. Martinez. So we continue on this thing with the dengue. It is something very serious. What was when vector control was here? What they said is the symptoms when you are expected that you are having dengue. What's the symptoms?
One of the symptoms of dengue, in the first place, When you have dengue,
sometimes I know you feel that the fly bite, mosquito bite, you know, too.
when you have dengue, you have a sudden high fever. High fever. You become even delirious. You have severe headaches, especially back here. You can hold up your head. I've had dengue in the past. Pain behind the eyes, like this area here hurts you. Severe joint and muscle pain. Oh Christ, you can't lift up your hand.
What?
All right, it just hurts. There's this just feeling of tiredness and fatigue, and you also can be experiencing nausea. In other words, your stomach is upset, and secondly, you could be vomiting, and lastly, but not everybody gets it, is a skin rash, which appears 2 to 5 days after the onset of the fever. Now,
so when there's symptoms there, you have to do that in Spanish too. When there's symptoms there, that means somebody could have never know that they don't have dengue with all and there's strong symptoms there.
Well, you will have bouts of high fever. In other words, you see, because the gripe, the flu, well, some sort of something there is going on at the same time, people go like, me enfermé, pero dos aspirinas and the ironic thing is that's the worst thing you can drink.
Well, we hope that the pharmacy are directing them to the health authorities when they go to the pharmacy and tell them about their symptoms and say, no man, just drink a 2-Fensic or a chew and PK or something. You understand me, sir?
All right, yes.
So make them say, if the pharmacist, they should know that when time people got their symptoms are because of dengue. Symptoms en español, pa.
Los síntomas. ¿Cómo saber que lo tienes? Sí, ¿cómo saber si lo tienes? Tan de repente te entra fuerte fiebre, y te sube hasta 104, posiblemente 103, 104 grados, tanto así que empiezas a tener frío, muchos dolores de cabeza, fuertes dolores de cabeza, y en particular dolor detrás de los ojos, ¿ok? También vas a encontrar que tienes mucho dolor en tus joints, aquí, en tus manos, en tus piernas, y conjunto con eso, un sentido de cansancio. Estás fatigado, ¿ok? También puede haber mucha náusea. Es más, comes y no se asentó bien esa comida enteramente. Te sientes que quieres ir a arrojar en el baño, ese tipo de cosas. Y muchas veces vas a arrojar. No simplemente es un sentido, pero es físicamente lo que sucede, que arrojas. Y también, y no todos lo consiguen, pero un rash en tu cuerpo, ¿ok? Como si fuera una alergia. Mucha gente lo confunde con alergia. Pero ya puesto todo esto junto, ¿sabes qué es? Es dengue. Ahora, el problema es cuando no logras conseguir atención. ¿Qué sucede? Cuando estás en tu casa y dices, se me va a ir, no voy a ir al doctor. No tengo ese $50 que tengo, lo voy a guardar para que cuando salga la otra semana voy a llevar a mi amiga a comer en un lugar muy importante. Recomendable tu plan, pero mejor tú usas ese dinero para ti, porque escucha muy bien qué va a suceder. Ya luego entonces, cuando no te curas, entra la segunda etapa de lo que es una fiebre hemorrágica, hemorrhagic fever. Te puede hasta matar esto, ¿ok? Así que dengue no es nada con que jugar. tienes que conseguir la atención inmediatamente. Inmediatamente. Si no, you get hemorrhagic fever. Es más, se complican las cosas fuertemente.
Yeah. So if you know that you see your kids, they got some strong fever and they feel bad, so don't take it for granted. I just tell them, pues toma esa pastilla y anda a dormir. Si vas a ir a dormir, te vas a sentir mejor. Don't do that. Follow the right procedure that you need to do. Take no chance. Dengue is here.
Dengue. Tienes que, y sabes, si es que tú estás infectado, cualquier mosquito que entra a tu habitación y que te pique, ya entonces ese mosquito está infectado. ¿Qué tal si vives en la casa de tu hermana o de tu mamá? Y tienes una hermana que está embarazada, va a ir a picar a esta muchacha ahí y le va a dar a ella dengue. ¿Ok? Ahora, cuando pase la camioneta que fumiga, no cierres tus ventanas, no cierres tus puertas. Porque mucha gente dice, cierra las puertas, cierra las ventanas, porque esa cosa apesta. Pues, por más que apeste, pero me hace beneficio, porque si yo les cierro las ventanas, estoy protegiendo a los mosquitos dentro de mi casa. Les estoy diciendo, pobrecitos, no quiero que los monten.
Yeah. And when we talk about their symptoms, when you catch their symptoms, and you not take care of yourself, they're not only the symptoms you are catching the dengue. Dengue leads to death as well.
No hemos tenido muertos aquí en Belice, pero se sospecha que posiblemente 2. Pero en otros países centroamericanos ha sucedido que sí se ha muerto gente y cantidad de muerte. Pues aquí en Belice me alegro en decirles que somos un país más pequeño. La información llega hasta lo más lugar más escondido del país. Sí llega la información. Así que no es como si estuvieras viviendo en un valle en casa de no sé a dónde, donde no te llega nada, solo tú y tu sombra están ahí dentro. Y pues es difícil conseguir atención ahí. Así que cuando esas personas que no logran conseguir atención se enferman, fallecen, porque no consiguen la buena atención, el buen servicio. Tienes que tan pronto, un mismo día que sientes que estás enfermo, o sabes que estás enfermo, acudir al hospital rápidamente. Hey, me siento mal, creo que tengo dengue. Te van a hacer el examen. ¿Okay? Si tienes dengue, entonces te van a dar el tratamiento para ello. Tienes que seguir el tratamiento hasta lo último. No dejar de tomar las pastillas y decir, ya me siento bien, ya dejé de tomarlo porque esa pastilla verde ahí dentro, eso me hace sentir mal. No, tienes que seguir tomándolo todo. Pues por algo se lo dieron. Hello, lógica. Por algo se lo dieron. Así que tómalo, porque si no lo tomas, muchas veces el germen todavía está en tu sistema. Y entonces causa problemas con tu hígado, causa problemas se te regresa, y ahí está el problema cuando consigues hemorrhagic fever. Ahí está el problema.
Right. 15 minutes after 8 o'clock, we take a next break.
Vamos a esta pausa. Y es tiempo para un cafecito o algo. Vamos a la pausa.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. Diginet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, Diginet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by Diginet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush Franz, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Every friendly competition has a winner and a loser, a runner-up, a second best, someone that just doesn't have what it takes. Our friends know this feeling all too well. Since Digi introduced their new prepaid data plans, Digi fans have been happier than ever. While the other guys, their plans just can't even compare. Digi's new plans have the best value for your dollar. That's more data for less money, with even more options. So keep being a winner and keep living your best life with Digi.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a
baller. Someone come, yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day. What you the letter?
Who sent me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this here community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you do it too?
No, man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
Cho all of that? Well, now that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega & Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega & Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rosfrans, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 23 minutes after 8 o'clock. Las 8:23. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Esta mañana hemos estado hablando acerca de la condición del río, sí, pero estamos en espera de la Junta y tengo tiempo aparte para invitarles este viernes a las 7:30 de la noche en el Gala Lounge, donde va a estar el personal del Departamento del Medio Ambiente explicando la situación con el río. Me imagino que ya se les ha dado tiempo suficiente para que nos digan qué está sucediendo. Pues si alguien nos puede decir qué está sucediendo, son ellos. Pues por eso están ahí, porque eso es un trabajo de ellos, Departamento de Medio Ambiente. Pero nos han estado jugando con nosotros, así lo quiero decir. Han estado jugando con nosotros. En el último segmento, hablando acerca de lo importante que es hacer consulta a su médico cuando uno se siente que estás mal, que algo tienes, que es posiblemente que tienes fiebre, tienes cansancio, tienes dolor de cabeza, tienes picazón en tu cuerpo. Es muy probable que sea dengue que tienes. Y quiero decirte de que estamos en una crisis aquí en Belice con dengue. Crisis, casi 2,000 casos se han reportado y casi 500 aquí en Orange Walk, o más aquí en Orange Walk. Así que Orange Walk es uno de los distritos que más ha visto casos de dengue y tenemos que cuidarnos muchísimo. No sé si es por el área, no sé qué es la razón, pero tenemos que ser más proactivos en lo que se trata de una cosa muy importante: limpieza en el patio. Tenemos que ser más proactivos en lo que se trata de botellitas, latas, lo que sea que pudiera ser el lugar donde deposita sus huevos el mosquito y donde finalmente va a brotar. Cada mosquito adulto puede tumbar hasta 100 huevos, lo que indica que en una semana tienes 100 mosquitos más. Y te imaginas cuántos mosquitos ya hay. Así que son miles y miles y miles que ya hay. ¿Ok? Así que tenemos que hacer un esfuerzo especial, por favor, de tratar estos mosquitos, disminuir la cantidad de mosquitos que tenemos en nuestras vecindades. Si no, vamos a vernos enfermos cada rato.
The killings continue in the city, Mr. Martinez.
Yes, I know.
It was sad to hear that speculation coming from a family member of someone that was shot, that this person just decided that, why nobody sell no weed in a yard or around the area, and they are speculating because of that decision that he has made, he was shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people could change, man. People try see one betterment. And because you know one involved in things, bad things, when the other ones involved in what, you know belongs here. You know, what kind of direction or attitude that young boy they take, man? We have to change, guys. We can't do that, man. We see that some of our friends get killed, some of our family members, they don't feel good, right? And there are people that don't have a life yet because you're at 18 years, 23 years. Then they start to live good yet, Mr. Martinez. And accordingly they shut out at this person because he decided he don't want no weed sell around the area or in a yard or wherever he was alluding to. But then we need to slow down, guys. We need to slow down, man. It's not working, and then the thing is that it's happening between the clan of the different gangs, or a person will just hang out that one area here. They had one beef, so this one do this, and then we hear the shoot out at one because he been gone to jail for some shooting, and then he come out, and then it look like things turn back, not in his favor, and they gonna shoot up out of him as well. You can't go to court and solve things. You can't go report to the police and tell them, hey, this man they harass me, man. This man cuss me up, or this man push me, or this man fast with my dog. You can't go report. The thing is just forget I'm gonna pull my trigger and kill this person. What the guns that they come from to? We don't know. But it's not looking good, Mr. Martinez.
No, it's not looking good at all. But you see, there's this general drift away from utilizing the police department because a lot of people, and I'm going to have to qualify my statement, a lot of people no longer have any confidence in the police department.
So they took the law in their own hands.
Yes. It may be that they are reacting to Yeriso.
True.
Because I'll be honest with you, I'll be very honest, before I pick up one gun, and if I do, I don't even know what the hell to do with it, because I don't think I've ever held a live gun in my hand. You know? Mind you, I don't think so. Maybe the little long thing went in, the rifles.
What a pellet gun there?
Right, that's about the closest thing I've had, but in my hand. But
and the pop shot one they used to give Christmas, though.
Well, then that's a different story.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know what to do with it. I'll be honest with you. I'll be very, very honest with you. I've never fired one.
It look like them guys who fired them gun in the city look like they're a marksman. Cause they no miss.
But the story that again baffles me is the one with the 9-year-old. I am sure that you heard about the strangulation, the asphyxiation that she went through. Can it be that her mother strangled her? But when she realized what she was doing, he
trip out?
He trip out? Or maybe can it be that she may done half trip out already?
Yeah.
But the 9-year-old is dead at the end of the day, and the mother is the only one who was within the room. The only one. But you go like, if I'm a neighbor, I wouldn't think twice about it. If there may somebody else, but the mother? I mean, this really has me tripped, right? Has me worried, perplexed, has me on end. Because they just say, and I'm sure that is still true, that the closest thing to God's love is a mother's love.
Yep. And the closest thing to a child love is your mother's love as well.
So, what happened? What happened in that morning or that evening? What happened? What caused her to strangle her daughter to death?
And
can it be that perhaps she was telling her, shut up, shut up, shut up, and child would not shut up, and I'm not good.
Just lose temper.
I'll just lose the temper.
Because there's no report on the mother of any kind of mental illness or things like that, right?
As far as I know, no.
How high your temper could I go if make you just grab your picnic and choke her? One legal 9 years old could be so stubborn, but you are the mom, so you are the one who's supposed to show the direction. Because they come to one of your neighbors, they hear thing, they fling boat in the house thing, they fly boat by wall and nice, they make in the house. So, like what I said, what the lady trip out. You don't know if it happened before the little girl was killed or it happened after that, hey, I killed my baby and I start to trip.
Can it be that the woman is mentally challenged? Can it be? She's mentally challenged, and or maybe in a depressed mood, and going through, because you don't hear the full story in these cases.
Yeah, you don't hear the full story.
You never hear the full story. You don't hear that the man beat her, or that the man doing this, or that the man doing that.
Or
you never hear about that.
We not hear if some of the neighbors say that they're not the first time they hear that a nice in the house like that.
Mm-hmm. But I'm still saddened by the story. A 9-year-old has died, and a 9-year-old has been asphyxiated, strangled to death, and purportedly by the mother. That is the part I can't.
This text message is saying here, I'm saying again that all of us need to please put our hearts and mind together and pray for the mom and the family as well. They need God's help. Well, anybody in a situation needs prayers.
Obviously.
But we don't know what direction the DPP want to take this, because the DPP is the one that directs, then it goes to court, and then court do you think for them, no? But the DPP act on the report and the statements from the police department, and the police depends on persons around to give them statement.
Okay.
That's how it works, right?
Yes, that's how the DPP directs them and tells them, "We have a look for more evidence here. We have to do this here. We have to do it's like the case, the lawyer of the case.
I can't just send this through this information. I got to need more information on this. And if we not come through, more information, then I will just tell you, no, can't hear this thing in the court. And then lot of tiny things that happen. But folks, I think we'll have an early close off this morning because Mr. Martinez catches the seizure right there. And we don't want things to go worse. But we'd like to thank you for tuning into the Sugar City Morning Show today. It has been a pleasure being here with you all. And we'd also like to remind you that the meeting will be held at the Gala Lounge.
Yes.
Yeah. The environment. What's the name of the organization?
The Friends of the New River, but
Department of Environment will be
Department
present.
of the Environment will be.
It is 7:30 this Friday at the Gala Lounge. Try be there early because I believe and my assumption is that place will be packed.
Yes, it should be. It should be. We want to hear, and we want to definitely know what's causing this problem. I mean, it's high time that everybody becomes involved, and so forth. And I apologize for the bout of sneezing and so forth, but it's coming on right now, and no quiero estar todo chorreando aquí en frente de todos ustedes. Así que muchas gracias al equipo de producción, a ti, Chequi, muchas gracias.
Mr. Martinez.
Y a todos. Así que este show se repite hoy por la noche a las 9 de la noche. Y de todas formas, ¿qué tendremos mañana? Mañana tenemos a alguien. El viernes tenemos a Social Security. El jueves tenemos a alguien.
We were supposed to have persons from the BTB, Belize Tourist Board, but we left to do confirmation on that.
Oh yeah, but it's pretty much confirmed that they're coming. No?
Yeah, if not, Mr. Martinez will try with best to bring some of the people that will be conducting this meeting on Friday night.
Let's see what's going on there. Muchas gracias por la paciencia, muchas gracias por la audiencia y pues primero Dios, nos vemos mañana. Hasta luego.
See you tomorrow.
Sugar City Morning Show.